If you want to learn how to make these earrings, stay tuned. Okay, we're going to do this in two parts, and for part one, these are the supplies you're going to need. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe. Also hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Okay, for your earring wire, you're going to need 20 to 24 gauge wire. For the earring itself, you're going to need 16 gauge aluminum wire. You're going to need a ruler. You don't need anything special like this, just a regular ruler would do. You're going to need a black Sharpie. And for this part, you're really not going to need the thread. It just appeared there. We don't need that for this part, but we're going to need it eventually. But you're definitely going to need all your pliers. Now let's get into this first part. Grab your 16 gauge aluminum wire and some round nose pliers and make yourself a little loop at the end. Make sure to bend it backwards because that closes it. Unwind a good length of the wire because we're going to start measuring this. Laying your wire down next to your ruler, you're going to take your Sharpie and you're going to measure out 1.5 inches and then you're going to mark it on the wire. Now measure out 1.5 inches 3 more times. You should have a total of 4 lines on the wire when you get done. Now it should look like this. Now you may be asking yourself why I had you mark these 4 lines, because those lines are where we're going to be bending the wire and we just want to make sure that it's all even. So you're going to use a pair of flat nose, or I don't know what that's called, but as long as the pliers are flat, we're going to take that and we're going to start bending right at those marks. When you arrive at the last mark, you're not going to bend that. That's just to represent that we have arrived at our end and now we have a little diamond shape. At that last mark is when we're going to start wrapping our wire. As you can see, the markings that we made the diamond shape, sides all equal. At this point, it's really easy to just start wrapping with your hands because this is an aluminum wire and it's easy to wrap. So you're going to do that. Wrap as much as you can to fill up that little space there. At this point, you can cut your wire. At this point, grab a flat pair of pliers and then you're just going to squish it down so that it is more uniform. Yeah, I know my second one's a little wonky, but I fixed it later. So for our second part, we're going to need our 2 earrings. We're going to need some thread. I took some off of the thread card and I just wound it up just into a little simple ball. You're going to need some nail glue. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to need this little clip just in case you want to leave your project, and a little tiny pair of scissors. You're going to take and unwind a little bit of the string. Grabbing your earring, all you're going to do is you're going to take and make a knot. Nothing fancy. Next, take that knot and push it all the way up to the top of the earring. Get a good grip on that end of the thread there, or you can glue it down, but I chose not to do that because I feel like I don't want to get a whole bunch of glue on myself. So I'm just going to hold the end just like this. I find this part to be a little awkward, especially just starting it out. It's a little awkward. You see how I'm just making a mess? That's why I chose to take that little bit of thread and just take it off of the card, because it makes it easier for me to transfer in and out of the loop here. So I couldn't find any other special way to do it. Either I can wrap it before I start bending the wire, but I really didn't want to do that, and I felt like I'm not going to be able to get the diamond in a very even shape, so I chose to do it this way. So what I do is I wrap a little bit and then I push it through a couple times. See, it's awkward. Over time it gets easier. If you ever need to take a break from your project, that's when you grab your little paper clip thingy and you can just clip it on there just so it doesn't come unravel. You're going to want to have your glue ready to go because periodically we're going to glue down some pieces. So how I did the glue is I like to put a little dot as small as I can and just spread it out on the area so that it's not this big goop. Because if you do, the thread is going to soak up that glue and it will start to show on the outside and it does not dry clear. So make sure that you spread that glue out because just a little bit is all you need. Now at this point, just keep wrapping until you get to the end. Now once you get to the end, I don't think you needed to see this part even though I lost the footage. That all you have to do is just glue down that little end after you cut it. And bend your wire to make it look better. Now do that same thing for the other earring. Now at the top I put a link to the video that's going to help you to make the earring wire. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.